that distinguishes them. Why would I listen to you? Let me give you an example. I have we have a dog groomer for Lily and Daisy, and she's wonderful. I have no idea whether or not she's the best dog groomer in Laguna Beach, but let me tell you why we use her. When we met her, she told us about her business, and here's her business story. Her mother got sick with Alzheimer's and dementia many years ago, and it got to the point where she had to bathe her mother, bathing her own mom, and she wanted her mom to smell great. So she started making at home these soaps and shampoos for her mom. And every day she would bathe mom, and mom would smell incredible, and mom would light up when she would smell these beautiful fragrances that her daughter, who was in her 50s, made for her mother, who's in her 70s. Just picture this beautiful soul bathing her mother every day and wanting to make it so beautiful. Some people would look at that experience like, what a tragic time in my life. You know, my mother used to bathe me. Now I have to bathe my own mother. And sometimes I'm sure some of those incidences weren't all beautiful, cleaning up after your mom when something happens. But every day she would bathe her mother, and she loved her mom so much, she creates these beautiful shampoos and fragrances. One day, while she's at home, her mother's still alive, she decides that if she's bathing the dogs, she's going to use these same shampoos and fragrances on her dogs. And the dogs loved it. And about a year or two later, her mother passed away. And out of a labor of love, and her mother loved these dogs, out of a labor of love and for love of her mom, she starts this dog grooming business. And her pitch, if you will, is that she's doing this for Eleanor, her mom. Her name is Jeannie. Eleanor was her mom. It's Eleanor's dog grooming service. And when she meets you, she doesn't pitch you on price. She doesn't pitch you on that she'll get their hair cut perfectly. She tells you about Eleanor. So she honors mom every time she meets you with these precious dogs. And then she goes, smell these. Eleanor loved these. And so do my dogs. And I'd be honored for your babies to smell like this. Can you say no to her? Heck no. And the few times the dogs haven't come back looking great, we don't care, because there's a big reason why we are in business with her. Yet in WFG, what I've found over the years, we just kind of create robots. Okay, open up with the company. Tell them about Transamerica. Let them know that the combined assets are more than IBM, Walmart, and all these other companies combined. And then get into the rule of 72, tax now, tax later. And then make sure you sell the dream, big money, compensation, and mention the crusade, right? Where's the deep story? Where's the why? Where's the thing that connects me with you? Where's the thing, listen, that gets me rooting for you? Where's the core values? Where's the thing that's sticky, that grabs my heart, that I remember? Each of you and each of your teammates should have a reason and a message bigger than WFG that's special to you. It could be that I'm doing this business to honor my mother. It could be that I lost someone young. It could be as simple as, guys, listen to me, pick a charity that you're passionate about and let people know you're going to give 10% of your earnings away to that charity, or 5%, or 1% of your proceeds to this charity, and talk about the charity. I'm really passionate about children's cancer. And so I'm building this business. I'm excited. I'm doing this for my family. It's amazing. But 5% of all my profits every year are going to children's cancer research at Chalk Hospital. I just wanted you to know that. It's important to me. It's my why. What would your why be? Why would you do it? What causes mean something to you? What missions? What church? What reason? What person? And if you would teach your people to have a 1 or 2 minute message from the heart where they go, can I do something? Can I just put my presentation away? Or can I take the PowerPoint down for a minute and just be real with you? Yeah, we'll get right back into the tax now thing. I just have to tell you from my heart why I'm doing this and what I'm really trying to accomplish. I need to tell you. This connects you with people. Every single person on your team from the day they start should have their big why, and they should talk about it. And I'm so proud of my bass shop. When I watch our Zoom calls, I love watching these big, strong, burly dudes get up and go, hey, I just want y'all to know something as we start. You know, I lost a brother to a heart defect when he was 7. And so before we get too deep here, I just want you to know something, that this means something to me more than business today. I'm honoring Mark, my brother, who passed away 21 years ago. 5% of everything I earn here that we do, and I hope someday that number is bigger, is going to the American Heart Foundation. It's something I'm passionate about. I love my brother. This was my brother, and I'm doing this for him. And his picture goes up on the screen. Okay, let me take you through who Transamerica is now. Or maybe they do it at the end of the presentation. Maybe they do it on the invite. Has it occurred to you to be teaching your people this? Right? You may say, well, I don't have a tragic story. Well, you all have something you're passionate about. Talk about it. What's your hierarchy's cause? What's your hierarchy's challenge? And I know there's the All for One Foundation. I think that's wonderful in the organization. But what's yours? What's your reason? What's the thing that makes you sticky? What's the thing that makes you special? What's the thing that makes you tick? Here's the truth. It's the real reason you're doing this anyway, yet you hide it. And so I guess what I'm telling you is each of my people have a compelling, emotional 2-minute story they tell for their why that connects people. And then they can ask that prospect, what would yours be? In my BPM, guys, at the end, I say, if you were to do this, what would be the cause, the mission, the person you do it for? And you know what you find out? They'll do anything for them. And their skepticisms, their fears, their insecurities go away because they're like, I want to do something for children's pediatrics. I want to do something for my church. I want to do something to honor my mom. This is awesome. This is a company full of dreams and crusades. This is where dreams and crusades come true. And then it makes sense when you say we sell a dream. You got to sell your dream. It's a lost art form. I don't know that it was ever found. But think about this for a minute. How often does Rich talk about his family? How often does Rich talk about Cindy? Or how often does Rich talk about church and his faith? Just all the time. And why? Because it's really what he's doing here. It's really his reason. So he's just talking from the heart. It would be a lie for him not to do that. It would be betraying who he really is not to share that love. Right? Yet all of us have a reason. Rich doesn't have a bigger, better reason than you. Neither do I. He just expresses it all the time. In fact, when you think of him, it's the first thing you think of. Think that's had anything to do with him getting a bunch of recruits, a bunch of people to stay with him? It's not why he does it, but it's the benefit. It's one of the ancillary benefits of doing it. And you go, God, I have huge turnover. I don't know why I can't get people excited. I'm not an intense speaker like Ed Mylett. I can't get all screaming in the veins and all that. I don't have that, right? And I have all this turnover. I feel like people aren't deeply committed in my team. Well, why do you think that is? They don't know what you stand for. They don't know what your big reason is. And you don't know theirs. It's just a business transaction. It's just a system. Yuck. Puh. System. That's like something that hangs on the wall in the background. That doesn't get people going. It's something you do. Dreams. And for most people, the real dream isn't a Lambo, isn't a jet, isn't a house. That's their secondary. That's what I would call their surface dream. Their real dream would be to be a difference maker for something that's emotional for them or someone who's emotional to them. That's selling the dream. Then you can fill in hey man, you got to have great steaks. You don't eat at Mastro's, you need to eat at Mastro's. You fly commercial, you can do all that, but that doesn't move people. It doesn't connect them. So what I've taught my new bass shop is I want this all the time. I want when people see you, they're like, that's the guy who's all about curing breast cancer. Or that's the lady who's all about American Alzheimer's with Maria Shriver. The business is financial. I love her. I believe in her. What happens is all the skepticism, all the negatives, all the objections go from a 10 to a 2. But if you don't message these things, the objections, the barriers, the obstacles, the concerns, the scam, all that, it's a 10 and it stays up here. But when you message from your heart about the dream, and the real one, and everyone's got one, and everyone knows to talk about it, and everyone's vulnerable and expressing it. Now you got something. It's stickier, it's better recruiting, it's better people. I hope I'm expressing this right. The number one key in my hierarchy, in my base shop, is every dadgum person tells us if they win or why they're going to win, what they're going to do about it. And it's often a cause. It's often a person. And man, if we had a company full of that dream being sold by every CEO, every MD, every BPM, every single person was a company of dreams, like the real dreams, the important dreams, huge, huge. It's a charity. It's a person. It's a cause. It's a church. It's a mission. It's a story. And it's 2 minutes. And it's at the beginning. It's in the middle. It's at the end. And then at the end you say, do you see why I really think I can make a difference and honor Eleanor? Do you see, maybe you can see now why we make people's dreams come true. You can see now why I think I can make a difference for Chalk Hospital. It's this business. Who do you want to make a difference for? We'd be honored to help you. Turn your dream machine on. Hey, have the one about the Lambo and the Ferrari and the house and financial independence. But what's your real one? The one that, like, if you talk too long, water starts pouring out of your eyes. You start getting butterflies. What's that one? Just think about it. That's the difference, guys, in a great base shop. Okay.